What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of From the Tips. In today's video, it is part one of our course management series. We're going to be talking about iron shots and the 4 things that I think every golfer of any skill level should implement into their pre-shot routine.
Baby, don't just run away. Baby, we could run away. Baby, don't just run away. Baby, we could run away.
Alright guys, so our first location, we're here on number 1 at Vanderbilt Country Club. We got 124 yards to the pin. The first thing that people need to look at when hitting an approach shot is, first of all, not only how far the pin is, in this case it's 124, but you also need to figure out how far it is to clear the trouble. So I'll show you guys on a GPS app most likely. On this hole, it's going to be roughly about 108 to clear that front trap right in front of the green, and then behind the pin it's going to be roughly 140 to the back of the green. So that brings us to number 2, which is club selection. Our first goal is to make sure we don't hit the ball into that trap. We need to give ourselves an opportunity to be putting on our next shot. So always take the club that you know for a fact is going to get there. I could potentially muscle up on a gap wedge and get it there, but I know for a fact that pitch and wedge is going to get there. All right guys, so the third thing you need to think about when hitting this shot is the shot shape that you want the ball to enter the green. So for me, on this particular shot, I see a draw all day. Reason being, there's a lot of room out right, not that much left, and you always want a straight shot to end up in a safe spot. So for me, if I were to aim just right at the flag and I were to hit a draw, if I hit a straight shot, I'm still going to be on the green and putting. If I were to aim for a fade just left of the flag and hit that ball straight, I could potentially leave myself in that short-sided bunker, which I don't want to do. Obviously, this depends on what kind of skill level you are. If you're someone that doesn't feel confident or is unable to shape the ball both ways, I'll go over that as well. But for me in particular, so if I'm setting up for a draw, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to have the ball slightly back in my stance. So if I have the ball slightly back in my stance, it's going to influence an inside to out swing path. So that's one of the 2 things you need in order to hit a draw. The other thing is you need the club face to be slightly shut from your path line. Now that doesn't mean I want you guys to be holding the club like this. All it means is if I'm swinging inside to out this way, the club just needs to be slightly left of that. That's going to promote that leftward spin and make you able to curve the ball from right to left. So however, if you're someone who doesn't feel confident shaping the ball both ways, let's just say you're a slicer of the golf ball, you only hit the ball left to right if you're a righty, then you need to still aim your body in a way where a straight shot is still a good shot. So most slicers I see would aim left to the flag and play the slice in, but how many times have you guys hit a straight shot when you're a slicer and just pull the ball left into the woods? Left here is dead. What you want to go is right. So what I would suggest you do is aim at the flag, where if you were to play your slice, you'd still be on the green or just right of the green, but you would never end up in that left trap. And the last thing for this specific shot, and really any shot in general, is you got to flip negatives into positives. And simply by that, I mean that I could talk about how short and left is dead all day here, but what I would choose to think about is that long and right is good. So if you're thinking about a positive outcome to the shot as opposed to a negative outcome of the shot, you'll be surprised how often you actually hit a good shot. So for me, instead of thinking left and short is dead, I'm thinking right and long. There's a ton of room back there. It just gives yourself more confidence over the shot. And then once you step over the shot, you have 100% confidence and you can pull the shot off. All right guys, so walking up to the green here, as you can tell, I did end up hitting that ball relatively straight. So it ended up just right of the flag. I'm gonna have myself about a 15-20 foot birdie chance. As opposed to if I were to hit this shot and I were to miss it the same distance I missed it right, if I missed it left, I'd be in that short-sided bunker. Would have made it really tough to get up and down. So let's see if I can roll this birdie putt in, and then we'll move on to our next location. Honestly, guys, it's been incredible how good my putting has been on the channel. I promise you it's not always like this. If I was watching it, I'd be a little skeptical too. Like, does this kid actually make this many putts? It's insane. Usually off camera, I don't hit this many putts, but that's crazy. Not always like that. I would have took par there, but I'll definitely take birdie. And by the way, guys, so this is just going to be part 1 of the series. So we're doing the entire course management course, tee to green. So we're doing the approach shots first. Next one we'll be doing either chipping and putting, and then the following one we'll be doing off the tee. So club selection off the tee, where to aim off the tee, just good course management skills that I think every golfer should have. And if you guys like this content, hit that subscribe button. Really helps out my channel, helps me grow, allows me to do other things. So yeah, I would greatly appreciate it. Drop a like, maybe leave a comment, share it with your friends, whatever you guys gotta do. All right, guys, so for this shot here, we got 137 yards to the pin. So let's just go through our checklist real quick. There's a bunker that's gonna be short left of the green. It's gonna be roughly around 130 to clear it. There's nothing really behind the pin where I'd want to be. The green just goes completely off to the left-hand side. So club selection here. So I'm gonna go with 9-iron. My stock 9-iron is about 140, so that should be perfect. I know I'm gonna clear that trouble, so this is a perfect club for me. Next thing is shot shape. So anytime I see a pin on the right-hand side, I always just think fade, especially in this case. So I'm gonna aim left of the flag. I'm gonna hit a fade. If I hit a straight shot, I know I'm just gonna be right in the middle of the green. This is gonna be enough club to clear that entire bunker, so I'm not worried about that. And then if I do end up fading it, it'll be right next to the pin. You have to think about the positives. So forget about the trap short left. Only think about the positives. I know there's a ton of room long left. So if I'm gonna miss, I wanna miss long left. All right, guys, so walking up to the green here, as you can tell, I did not hit that ball great at all, but because of my club selection and my alignment, I ended up in a great spot. So I'm gonna have this 9-foot downhill putt for my birdie, but let's just say I was aiming at the flag, trying to hit the fade, I would have been over in this either bunker or potentially chipping from just short of the green. So because of my alignment, I was able to actually miss the ball right of the flag and still leave myself a good chance for birdie. All right, guys, so on that last hole is a great indication of like why course management and why thinking about your shot this way works. I didn't hit a good shot and I still made par. So if I were to hit that same exact shot without even thinking, I'm just aiming at the flag, I could leave it right into that trap, or I'm chipping and putting, scrambling to try to make a par. When I thought about the shot, I aimed left of it, did not hit a good shot, but I still managed to have a 9-foot birdie chance, which I'm gonna be making par 100% of the time. All right, guys, so for this one, we found ourselves on number 6. It's a par 5, so this would be my second shot. I just want to give you guys a longer look of kind of an approach shot. So this is gonna be, it's 181 to the flag. To clear the water just short of the flag, it's going to be 166, and then to clear the water left, like almost at that bunker on the left hand side, it's going to be roughly around 185. So we're into the wind here. So the flag, so that 185 mark, that's the only number I really care about. That's probably playing about 195, so I need to hit at least a 195 club in order to clear that stuff. So here, let's go through our checklist real quick. 185 to clear the water at the furthest point. Into this wind, it's gonna be about 195, 200. So I'm gonna go with 4-iron. So that's my club selection, going 4-iron. Shot shape, pin is right. So the water's not gonna affect my shot shape. I'm still gonna hit a fade. I still wanna see it left of the flag. I know this is enough club to clear the water. And then if I hit a straight shot, I'm gonna be on the middle of the green. If I fade it, I'm gonna be closer to the flag. I also wanna create positives, like I said before. So positive way of looking at this, instead of saying short and left is bad, long and left is just good. So long and left, if I were to pull this 4-iron, I'm still gonna be safe. If I wanna miss, I wanna miss it long and left. All right, guys, walking up to the green here. Another great shot. Did end up just right at the flag again, but because I was aiming so far left, I have a really, really good chance for eagle here. So I'm gonna be kind of embedded here. See if I can get that out of there. So still gonna have a really good eagle chance, and that's all because of course management skills. I was aiming left over there into the fat part of the green, over faded it a little bit, so I end up right at the flag. If I was going right at the flag, guys, I could potentially be in that water. I could be over here with a really tricky 30-yard pitch. Instead, I'm right here putting for eagle, almost a guaranteed birdie. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. It's starting to rain out now. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. This is only part one of the series. We're gonna be moving on to off the tee and then also chipping and putting as well. So if you guys like the idea of this kind of series to the channel, just subscribe. You guys will always be notified if I drop any more videos. Leave a like down below and also a comment. Really helps my channel grow. Until next time, guys, peace.
Baby, don't just run away.